Oh, fuck off me, kid. I'm better than you. Get your shitty ass out of here, bitch. I'm better than you, bitch. Get off me. What's going on, YouTube? Unreal Divine here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button, turn notification bell on to join the Divine Army. You know, I post tons of awesome Apex Legends tutorials, montages, funny moments, and so much more. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like. Helps me more than you guys know. Alright, that's enough introduction. Let's get straight into the video.
This one is repping, oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping, oh my god.
What's up, YouTube? Unreal Divine here. Hope everyone's having a dope day. As usual, gotta take a quick moment to shout out all the soldiers down below. That's everybody who subscribed to me and joined the Divine Army and became a soldier. I appreciate the love and support you guys have been showing me. All my channel information and updates will be at the end of the video because I don't want to drag out this intro too long, because today I want to jump straight into today's topic video, and that is how to instantly improve your accuracy for Apex Legends Season 5. So with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Literally. Okay, so the first tip I got for you guys is probably the most critical and most important tip, and that is just recoil control. And if you guys are not aware what recoil control or what I mean by recoil control, every single weapon, or not every single weapon, but the majority of the weapons in Apex Legends have a set recoil pattern. For example, the R99, you see if I just pull the right trigger, it will hit those two targets. The Havoc, it will hit those two targets and go instantly all the way up. Actually, I want to turn on my webcam for you guys for a second so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. As you guys can see with the R99, if I just hold the right trigger, it hits those two targets. And then if I hold the Havoc, for example, it hits those two targets, three targets, and it goes all the way up top to the top of that mountain. And all I'm doing is holding down the right trigger. That is the custom's default recoil pattern. I'll do it one more time. All I'm doing is holding down the right trigger. There's no buttons or anything else, and it goes all the way up from this first target all the way up to this mountain. But if you guys get good at recoil control, which is something that's so simple and that all the pros do, all the really good players do, and if you're not aware about it, you probably wouldn't even know about it. But it's just, you literally fight the recoil. So for the Havoc, for example, is a perfect weapon to show this example. The Havoc likes to shoot all the way up, right? But if you guys literally just fight the recoil on your controller, and that's why I wanted to bring my webcam, if you just slightly go against the recoil while you're shooting, then it counteracts that recoil. And now you guys can, if you see, I want to show you guys really good, I can consistently hit that one target over and over again instead of the gun going all the way up. And then if you aim in with it, or just get better in practice, you guys will see that you guys can start to beam targets over and over again. And I even move my finger off the analog stick again slightly so you guys can see what I'm doing. But even moving targets, you see, like, you can get really good with doing it. And that's all with recoil control. And I want to show you guys with the R99 too, for example. See, if I just hold the right trigger, it hits those two targets. But then if I slightly resist the recoil on the R99, I can consistently hit that middle target over and over again and start to beam targets. And pro players get really good at recoil control, and they start to melt targets from distances like this with the Havoc. It's kind of hard to do it with this in this position, showing you guys. But you guys can see that if you guys get really good at recoil control, your accuracy will instantly improve. And I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. Just recoil control, just being aware about it, practicing it. Not every single weapon has recoil control. I will throw up a list in the description, or in the video will pop up the list of all the weapons you can have recoil control with, and the difficulty towards recoil control with those weapons, because the Havoc is a little harder than the R99, for example, because the recoil is a lot heavier. So yeah, that's the first tip I got for you guys, and that is just to master recoil control. Go into the firing range, practice recoil control with the weapons that you guys are going to see on the description or the title, or in the video, I'm sorry, and just practice recoil control. This is going to, I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. This is going to instantly improve your accuracy, and get you a lot more kills quickly. So with that being said, let's move on straight to tip number 2. Okay guys, so I just wanted to make a quick little add-on to that first clip. This can be done with a standard default controller. You don't need a custom controller or anything. As you guys can see, this is just a standard PlayStation 4 controller. You don't need any custom settings or anything either as well. You can just do this right off the bat. but I really do recommend to watch my previous video on the best console controller settings for Apex Legends Season 5. And then if you guys watch that video, you know, put those settings on, and then you try this, I'm telling you guys, will start to dominate. I'm telling you guys, I don't just, you know, say stuff, just say it. I'm telling you, if you guys actually listen and watch my videos and, you know, actually put the my word into practice, I'm telling you guys, you will see instant improvement. I'm not just making this up. You guys will instantly see improvement. Okay guys, so moving on to tip number 2, which is something that's very underrated, people don't even talk about a lot, and that is scopes. Scopes are very, very important in Apex Legends. I want you guys to come to the firing range. The firing range is probably one of the best tools to get better in this game. In general, I love that they added this addition to the game. Come into the firing range and mess around with the different scopes. See what works for you guys. Every scope doesn't work for every person. And then on top of that, each weapon has, you know, better scopes than others. For example, the R99, like I'll always pick up the Digi Threat, for example, or I always pick up the 2-time scope. But honestly, because I have a set skin on my R99, I like to just run no scope, honestly, because I can see so clearly and it looks dope. I love the skin on this gun. But if I didn't have a skin on this gun, I'd probably recommend, you know, rocking like a bruiser or a red dot, just so you can see more information. And then a Digi Threat is always useful because there's a bunch of caustics, there's a bunch of Bangalores, so you always want a Digi Threat just in case. And then for other weapons, example like for the G7 or like long range weapons like the Hemlock and the Spitfire, you might want a different type of scope, like a 3-time scope, so you can be very, very accurate and hit the same target over and over again. Long range, and you also might want to have long range, short range. I want you guys to come into the firing range and practice different scopes that you guys like for different weapons. And then once you guys get into Apex, you guys are gonna run around the map and you guys are gonna see, oh, okay, this scope really works really well for, you know, this weapon, and you know, it fits me the best. You don't want to just use anything that people tell you to use. Use what works best for you. That's just life in general, but use what works best for you. I want you guys to come into the firing range, experiment with these different weapons, experiment with these different scopes, and see what works for you guys. So yeah, that's tip number 2. Let's move on straight to tip number 3. Okay, so the last and final tip I got for you guys is mobility. Mobility, you know, kind of wraps and puts everything together, because now that you guys, you know, got that solid recoil control that you guys been practicing, now you guys get some scopes that you like to use and run around with. This is all gonna mean nothing if you can't be mobile and still be accurate with it. So you guys need to practice being mobile, slide jumping, and still being accurate shooting targets. You guys need to practice just crouching and strafing, still being accurate with targets, because all of this is going to mean nothing if you can't move and be accurate. Because you can sit all day and try to just, you know, shoot targets like that, but they're just targets. Real enemies are going to shoot back at you, so you have to be able to still move, to be able to have cover, to still shoot targets, have accuracy with it. You still have to be able to slide jump and still have accuracy. You still have to be able to strafe. And I have a bunch of videos on my channel that break down a bunch of these little tips more into detail. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, just let me know in the comments. You know, I'll give you guys some links or, you know, some more personal tips. But like I said, mobility, it all means nothing if you can't be mobile and still be accurate. So I want you guys to really take some time to practice this. The firing range is the perfect opportunity to do this, and what I really recommend you guys doing is to get a friend of yours, and you guys, you know, to get a friend coming to the firing range, and then, you know, practice your recoil control, practice the scopes and everything, but then start up a 1v1 and come up on these rocks over here. And you know, a lot of the pro players do this. You will see it a lot because it actually improves them and it makes them better at the game. They'll literally 1v1 other pro players and like fight them to the death with like a wingman or R309 or whatever, or 301 or whatever weapon or whatever you guys want to use. But get better at, you know, trying to fight enemies and being consistent with it, because you can't just, you know, use these tips and just go in the firing range and shoot targets, but oh, my accuracy is better. You have to implement this by you shooting at targets with it, shooting at enemies with it and practicing. Practicing makes perfect. That's in video games, that's in life, that's in anything. You guys are gonna have to practice it. But now that you guys are aware about all these tips, I'm telling you guys, your accuracy will instantly improve. You guys will start to melt and dominate in public matches, in ranked matches, and anything that you guys do in Apex Legends. I am telling you, this is not false information. This information, if you guys use this information correctly and apply it to your gameplay, I am telling you personally, you guys will start to dominate. And I played against pro players, I played against low level players, and for the pro player, the high level players, they all do recoil control. It's a simple fact on PC, console, whatever. So that's it. I'm done rambling for this video. I don't want to drag out this video too long. That's it for tip number 3. I'll be right back to you guys with all the channel information and updates for you guys. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is shout out to everybody who's still watching the video at this point. I appreciate the love and support you guys are showing me. You know, want to stay up to date with the channel. Here got a couple announcements for you guys. So the first thing we did, we reached 1,500 subs on YouTube. I'm so excited about that achievement. I really appreciate you guys so much. I was gonna do something special, but I decided to push it back to 2,000 subs. I'm gonna do something really special for you guys, because I've been, you know, like I wanted to update you guys. I've been working and I moved, so you know, time management and, you know, adjusting everything is get a little tricky, but you know, I still want to make as many videos as possible, so that's why it's been a little inactive as much as I have been previously. You know, I like to, you know, do 2-3 videos a week, and you know, it's kind of been slowing down. But you know, now that I've, you know, adjusted my body to working, I've, you know, adapted to my new environment, set everything up, we're back to the grind, baby. So you know, you're gonna start seeing some more videos here and there. I don't want to make this video too long with the outro and everything. So if you guys didn't find this video useful in any way, please make sure to smack that like button. Helps out a ton. And last, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smack the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to join the Divine Army and become a soldier. And that is it. I got some dope videos coming out for you guys, so stay up to date with the channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.
Well, not to having my way. I'm on a plane, having my way. I'm in these foreigns, having my way. Counting the money, just having my way. Having my way, having my way. Currently women, just having my way. I'm at the Gucci store, having my way. Flexing on nigga, just having my way. Just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all them shake. I got the key to the motherfucking safe.